kids, let's learn the alphabets today. So we are going to start with the letter A. Let's make the letter A with me. Follow the dotted line, and here you have a pretty good A. That's really nice. Now let's run to the second letter. That is letter B. Okay, we are again going to follow the dotted line. Make a pretty big letter B. Yes, it's really good. Okay, now we are moving on to the letter C. It's just a curve, and that's super easy. Yes, that's great. Superb. Now let's move on to the letter D. We are going to make a straight line first. Then we are going to make a semicircle. That's really good. And that is letter D. Now we are moving on to the letter E. We are going to make a straight line. And we are going to make 3 small lines. And that is letter E. Now let's move on to the letter F. Again, we are going to make a straight line and then 2 small lines. This is letter F. That's really great. Now, moving on to the letter G. We are going to make a semicircle like a C, then a small line. That's letter G. So easy, right? Okay, now let's move on to the letter H. We are going to make a straight line, and then another straight line, and a small line in the middle. That's great. That's a letter H. Okay, now moving on to the letter I. That's easy. Make a straight line, then a small line up, small line down. That's letter I. Moving on to the letter J. That's easy. Start with a straight line and a curve at the end. That's letter J. Okay, now let's move on to the letter K. Make a straight line going down, and then a line, again a line, and that's the letter K. Okay, now moving on to the letter L. A straight line and a line to the right. That's good. That's letter L. I'm proud of you. Okay, let's move on to the letter M. A total straight line, again a line, again a line, and the last one. That's letter M. That's so nice. Okay, we are going to move on to the letter N. Okay, now this is super straight line, and the next line is a bit curved, and then a third straight line. This is letter N. That's really great. You did so good. Now we're moving on to the letter O. It's easy. This is a circle. We are just going to start from the top and run into the top. And we have just to make a circle. That's O. We are almost halfway. Moving on to the letter P. Making a straight line, and then a semicircle. That's letter P. Okay, that's good. Moving on to the letter Q. It's easy. We're just gonna make a circle like O, starting from the top, round, ending on the top again. And then we're going to make a slight line at the end. That's letter Q. That is good. Okay, now we are going to proceed to the letter R. This is R, making a straight line, a semicircle, and a line, small line. That's letter R. Okay, moving on to the letter S. We're going to start from the top, making a round and then we have done it. S, letter S. You did it so good. Okay, moving on to the letter T. This is easy. We're gonna make a straight line again and then a small line on the top. That's letter T. Okay, now we are moving on to the letter U. You're just gonna make a U shape, and that's literally letter U. Okay, that's good. That's easy. We are going to move on to the letter V. That's a tilted straight line. Again, a tilted straight line. That's letter V. Okay, moving on to the letter W. First, we're going to make the letter V, another V, and that's letter W. That's really good. Okay, now we are going to moving on to the X. We're going to make an inclined straight line and another, making a cross. That's an X. That's good. Okay, moving on to the next one. That's Y. Okay, making a small line, and a straight small line. That's Y. So good. We are almost there. Just one last left. Moving on to the Z. Okay, straight line to the right, inclined line to the left, straight line to the right. Here we have a good Z. That's the end. I hope you enjoyed.